What's up, guys? It's dinner time, and guess what? It's lit. I'm talking about the grill. Tonight, hickory smoked ribeyes. Easy, delicious, lots of flavor. You want steak? You want a grill? This is the total package. Grill's going, dogs are here. It's a nice night outside. Let's hit the grill and let's make hickory smoked ribeyes. You can do it. I'm gonna do it. You can do it. Let's do it. It's Cooking with Lang. Today we are cooking hickory smoked ribeyes. Ribeyes. We're gonna do ribeyes. They come with a lot of fat. You can see the marbling in this meat. Fat equals flavor. So we're gonna smoke these, and all we're gonna do is season them a little bit. The smoke's gonna give it a lot of flavor. So we're gonna use some kosher salt. Gonna go heavy with it because that's how you get the flavor on there. You're supposed to do it like salt on a pretzel, I've always heard. Salt, a little black pepper, and a little garlic powder is all I use on these guys. Not a ton of garlic powder. Then we're gonna flip them. Do the same thing on side two. And then we're gonna be ready to go. Okay, I got a fire going here. It's not a huge one. I've filled up the chimney like 3/4 of the way. I don't want this to be too hot. When you're smoking, low and slow is usually the way to go. Like that. So I just get a little bit of fire on this side. This side over here is actually pretty cool. I can put my hand here and hold it for a while. So we're gonna put the steaks on that side, away from the fire. It's still hot, you can tell by the sound of the grill. Putting the fat facing that way because I want to melt it a little bit. And the way we're going to smoke the meat is by creating smoke. And the way we create smoke is by using wood chips. These are some hickory chips soaking in water. And they soak in the water so that they don't just burn right away. This way they're going to smolder and give off more smoke. So I'm going to open up this part of the grill, take a handful of these wood chips and put them right on the charcoal. And then you close it, you don't have to, I guess. And then we're just gonna put the lid on and let it smoke. The one thing I put the lid on is we have these holes here open. So air is gonna come up from underneath the grill, go through the smoke, push the smoke up out, across the steaks and out the hole. So I'd say any second now it's gonna start smoking. We're gonna give it about 10 minutes like this. See if we need to add more chips. Check the temperature, see how it looks. But give it about 10 minutes right now and then we'll be ready to go. I see the smoke's coming out already. I think Tom Petty said it best. The waiting is the hardest part. You know, I didn't put that much charcoal in there and it's still pretty hot. It's 400 degrees. So when you think about those steaks, they're not that thick. They're maybe half an inch. And it's like throwing them in a 400-degree oven. So they're gonna cook pretty quickly. It's not gonna take more than, I would guess, 15 minutes on this thing. And then at the end, we're gonna move them over the fire and just kind of sear both sides and give it a nice crust on each side. But right now is when all that smoke's doing its work. So I'm gonna give this another minute or two and then we're gonna maybe add a little bit more wood and get some more smoke in it. You can see the smoke's died down a pretty good bit. It's been about 7 minutes. So I'm gonna do one more handful of smoke on here. This is the first time I've looked at them since we put the lid on. Let's see how we got it. Looking good already. I'm gonna do one more handful. Hickory. Put the lid back on, and you can feel them like they're still pretty raw. So let's give it another 6-7 minutes and I'll check the temperature and see where we're at. It's been 15 minutes and these guys are about ready to go on top of the fire. So I'm gonna pick them up, go right on the heat, and try to get a little crust going on there. You know, the salt, the pepper, the garlic, all kind of melted together. And the flame's gonna do its work now. Melt out some more of that fat, drip down on the coals, come back up onto the steaks and make them delicious. It's gonna be literally 90 seconds per side and then we're done. All right, time to flip these guys over. It's been about 90 seconds. There we go. Looking good. Put that guy there. And let's say another minute and we'll be good to go. This time you can see the flames are kicking up a little bit from the fat dripping down. I'm guessing, yeah, that looks pretty good. So I always set them on top of something in this case a spoon, so they don't just sit there in their own juice. It's still sizzling right now on the board. They look so great. I could take a bite of these guys, but I'm gonna let them sit for about 5 minutes, cool off a little bit before we cut into them. I'm just gonna stay out here and eat this all night. It's amazing. That's how you make a hickory smoked ribeye. This is Cookman Lang. You can do it. Do it. Make a hickory smoked ribeye. Do it. It's easy.